Right. Good evening, dear students, and we will start today's lesson. And I hope you went through whatever I taught you last time. If not, you will not be able to understand whatever I am teaching today. So therefore, you should make sure that you have gone through whatever I have discussed last time. Right? Can you hear me well, Deandra and Pranidhi?
Yes,
Good. So we'll proceed with the lesson today. So today we are going to discuss now. Last time we discussed the different number systems. So we had this we discussed the decimal, the binary, octal, and hexadecimal. There are four numbering systems, and also I demonstrated, or I just explained you uh, how to display the base of a number and why we need that base, why we should display it. Those things we discussed. So your last part of the note should be something relevant to that. Okay, now next thing is we have to now discuss further about decimal number system. So your topic today is going to be put the today's date on the top so you know when we did this particular lesson. So today the first one that we are going to discuss is decimal number system. Decimal number system. Right. Okay, I mean these also there now. I think we can proceed. So hope you went through the last part. So I want to check your books now. Since I started the lesson, I will check it afterwards. So you should be having your completed notes by now. So you must complete it, right? Otherwise, all I do is going to be in vain. So therefore, make sure that you complete your note up to the last time. So I will check it today before the class ends. Since I started the lesson, I will proceed now. Okay. So today first topic is decimal number system. අද පළවෙනි ටොපික් එක decimal number system එක ගැන පොඩ්ඩක් අපි ස්ටඩි කරලා ඒක දිහා බලාගෙන අපි යනවා binary number system එක ස්ටඩි කරන්න. So we are going to study about first the decimal number system, then we are going to study about the binary number system. So put the topic as decimal number system, put today's date as well by the side, and put the topic as
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
The whiteboard screen is not shared.
Right. Decimal number system. Okay, write down under this. There are, write down, there are 10 symbols. There are 10 symbols that are used. There are 10 symbols that are used to write decimal numbers. There are 10 symbols that are used to write decimal numbers. ඒ කියන්නේ දශමය සංඛ්‍යා ලියන්න symbol සංකේත 10ක් තියෙනවා. Those symbols are symbols like this. Those symbols are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those symbols are like this now.
Done, sir.
Done. Right. Other two?
Thanks.
Okay. Right. So that is these are the symbols that we use to write the decimal numbers. මේ දශමය සංඛ්‍යා ලියන්න පාවිච්චි කරන සංකේත ටික. So I'm just explaining Sinhala so anyone who watch it later who is having some issues with Sinhala can understand it also. Now we will see we have to find out how a decimal number is created. So now write down topic as a subtopic. Under this, a subtopic, we have to write down how a decimal number is created. 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 So put a question mark also at the end. How a decimal number is created. Now we are going to find out how actually decimal number is made of. So you write decimal numbers like this. Let's say 3 symbols, 1, 2, 3. So you can exchange these symbols and write down 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, right? 3, 1, 2. Like this, you can write different arrangement of these symbols and compose different values that you can do, right? You can see 3, 2, 1. Like that, you can write. Okay, so based on these arrangements, they are having different values. So this value is lesser than this. This is lesser than this. This is the largest value. This one is lesser than this. You can see based on the arrangement, there are magnitude changes. ඒ කියන්නේ මේවයි මේ සංකේත තියෙන පිළිවෙල අනුව මේවා විශාලත්ව වෙනස් වෙනවා. So there are magnitude changes based on their arrangement of symbols. A very simple thing. සරල දෙයක් මම කිව්වේ, right? Do you understand that? So based on the arrangement of symbols, they are magnitude. Yes. Okay. Let's see. A certain number. 231. This, let's say this number. We have to find out how it is created using the different concepts in the decimal number system. අපි දැන් බලමු 231 කියන මේ සංඛ්‍යාව කොහොමද හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ decimal number system එක base වෙලා. Using that same theory, we have to apply it for what? To understand the binary number systems. So that we have to do. The reason for understanding binary number system is to understand how the data is represented inside the computers. So before we proceed to that, we have to learn something that we are familiar with. We are familiar with the decimal number system. Right? We are familiar with the decimal number system. We are still not familiar with the binary number system. To just having some insight. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේක හැදලා තියෙන විදිය දැනගත්තොත් චුට්ටක් අපිට binary ගැන ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් basic. So having some insight into this creation of these numbers or having understanding how this is created, you can proceed and understand how decimal numbers are created or made of. So therefore, we will see how this is created first. Now, if you take this decimal number, this particular location or this position is called the position which is having, or the position, this position is called the place value So the place value of this position is called 10 to the power 0. So this is called place value. This is the place value of the first position. The place value of the second position is going to be 10 to the power 1. That is the place value of the second position. The place value of the third position is going to be 10 to the power 2. That is the place value of the third position. Right. So these are called place values of each position of the number. If you had another one over here, something like 6, that is going to have the place value 10 to the power 3. Okay. Then write down a subtopic under that place value, the place values of a decimal number. Write down the subtopic as place values of a decimal number. Place values of a decimal number. Place values of a decimal number. මේකට අපි කියන ස්ථානීය අගය කියලා කියන සිංහලෙන්. Place values of a decimal number. මේ ස්ථානයේ අගය, මේ ස්ථානයේ අගය. So මේ තියෙන place value. Place value of a decimal number. Write down each digit of a decimal number. Each digit of a decimal number is having each digit of a decimal number is having each digit of a decimal number is having a place value as indicated. The place value as indicated. Each digit of a decimal number is having a place value as indicated. Write this down. After you write it, you have to let me know.
Done, sir.
Right.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Right. Now, let's check. So we still didn't discuss how it is created. We still discuss about the place values. So this is having place value 10 to the power 0. This is having 10 to the power 1. This is having 10 to the power 2. This is having 10 to the power 3. We normally call the most the value at the right, the leftmost side, this particular value, as the most significant value. This one is called the least significant value. Most significant, least significant. Why you call it like that? Right, now we'll discuss significantly, which is having a big impact. Significant කියන්නේ විශාල බලපෑමක් කරන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක් කියන එක. Significant. Significant change එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ නිකන් ලොකු වෙනසක් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ලොකු වෙනසක් වෙනවා කියන එක. කියන්නේ significant. කැපිපෙනෙන කියලා අපි කියනවා. එතන මේකට අපි කියනවා so this one is called most significant digit. This is called the least significant digit. Can you think why we call it like that? අයි අපි එහෙම කියන්නේ. This one අයි මේකට මෙහෙම most significant කියලා කියන්නේ. Why you call it the least significant? This is something additional, right? මේවත් පොඩ්ඩක් ඉගෙනගෙන ඉතින් පස්සේ කාලෙක හරි වැදගත් වෙන most significant. This one is least. Least mean very less significant. I will not write the entire word there. Most significant, least significant. Why do you call it like that? Because now think like this. If you change this number, let's say I make it, let's say 4. I increase that number by 3. Now 1 was there, so I increase that by 3. Once you increase 1 by 3, what becomes? What it becomes? It becomes, yes? Tell me. Amindi? Here it was, there was 1. එකනේ තිබ්බේ මෙතන. ඒක 3කින් වැඩි කරොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? 3කින් නෙමෙයි 3ෙන් වැඩි කරන්නේ 3කින් වැඩි කරනවා. 3 එකතු කරනවා ඒක. කීයද වෙන්නේ? 4 වෙනව නේද? Is that? Here there was 1. Deandra, is that clear? Here
Yes, sir.
1 was there, so I increase it by 3, so it becomes 4. Now, what was the difference between the previous value and this value? Only 3. There wasn't, the difference is very less. What if you change this by, or what if you increase number 6, which is here, by 3? Or if you increase, or if you add 3 to number 6, what is the value you get? If you add 6, yes? What do you get?
9.
9, right? Now what happened? You have a big difference between the previous value and the current value. දැන් කලින් තිබ්බ value එකයි මේක අතර ලොකු වෙනසක් තියෙනව නේද? ඉස්සෙල්ලා දැන් මම මේක වෙනස් කරොත් වෙනස් වෙන්නේ චුට්ටයි value එක. මේක වෙනස් කරොත් ලොකු වෙනසක් වෙනවා. Do you understand that? If you change this one, it is changing massively. If you change this one, it's changing slightly. So we call it that this number, the one at the right, leftmost side, is going to be most significant because it is, when you change it, the entire values magnitude changes. ඒ කියන්නේ මුළු මේ සම්පූර්ණ සංඛ්‍යාවේ විශාලත්වය විශාල වශයෙන් වෙනස් වෙනවා. මේක එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. If you change this one, it will change very slightly. So you remember that, right? Keep that in mind. That is not in our in the syllabus. It is not that much highlighted, right? But you have to keep in mind the significance of the numbers. This one is having a very big impact if you change and on the entire value of the number. Now, next thing. So this was how we call it as place values. Now, next thing that we should do is now we have to find out how this is created. So I will remove this. So you have to write this down again. So still don't write. I will explain you once I completely do this. So don't write this one. I'm going to again. So write down the topic as expanding a decimal number. Expanding. A decimal number. Expanding a decimal number. Expanding a decimal number. That's the topic. Expanding a decimal number. Expanding a decimal number. Now, I'm going to take the same number, 231, to the base 10. That's the base. Right? Base is 10. Now I'm going to figure out how it is created. So I told you this is having the place value 10 to the power 0. Usually, to find out how it is created, what we do is we always take the place value and multiply it with this particular value over here like this. So this 1 is taken from this. So here you have 1, placeholder value, place value is 10 to the power 0. Then what about this one? What do you write? If you understood this, it's going to be 10 to the power 1. So this place is called 10 to the power 1. It is at the place of 10 to the power 1. You have to multiply it by this. Okay? 10 to the power 1 multiplied by 3. And what about this? So you have to add these things up to get the ultimate value. Can you write the last one? What will be the last one? අන්තිම එක මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? Can you think and tell me? 1 is going to be 1 into 10 to the power 0 placeholder value. So I got this from the previous explanation. මම මේ 10 to the power 0 කියලා ගත්තේ කලින් explanation. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මෙතන place value එක 10 to the power 0.
10 to
Yes. 10 to the power 2. 10 to the power 2 into what?
2.
2. Very good. 10 to the power 2 into 2. So what we now, this is the expanded form of 231. 10 to the power 2 into 2, 10 to the power 1 into 3, 10 to the power 0 into 1. And now we have to have some understanding of what these 10 to the power values are going to be. First one, 10 to the power 0. So you have to ultimately see what is the actual value. So before that, we have to find out 10 to the power 1. What is this value? 10 to the power 1 means 10 පළවෙනි බලය මොකක්ද? 10 to the power 1 is going to be, you have studied these things as far as I know. So 10 to the power 2. What is it? Yes. 10 to the power 2 means 10 into 10, which is 100. In mathematics syllabus, you have this, right? Anyway, it's hard to believe that you can't remember this. 10 to the power 0, 10 to the power 1 is 10, 10 to the power 2 is 10 into 10, 10, 100, right? 10 to the power 3, what will be? What it will be? 10. You can see the pattern. What is it? What is it? 10 to the power 0, 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 3 is going to be
1,000.
1000. Good. It's going to be 1000. That means 10 into 10 into 10 is going to be 1000. Okay. So we have to have this particular table or this particular facts to evaluate this. And what is 10 to the power 0? Remember, in any number, the zeroth power, whether it is 10, whether it is 9, whether it is 2, whatever it is going to be 1. So this is a 1 principle, right? So remember that. So 10 to the power 0 is 1. Then 2 to the power 0 is also 1. 3 to the power 0 is also 1. 4 to the power 0 is also 1. Any power, even 1000 to the power 0, we will not go to that extent. We will go for 6 to the power 0, whatever, any zeroth power is going to be 1. Again, ඕනම සංඛ්‍යාවක බිංදුවවෙනි බලය. දැන් අපි මේ බැලුවේ 10 පළවෙනි බලය, දෙවෙනි බලය, තුන්වෙනි බලය. මේවා මෙහෙම වැඩි කර කර අපිට දාගෙන ගාන හොයා ගන්න පුළුවන්. මේ තියෙන්නේ 10 2 බිංදුව 3 බිංදුව 4 බිංදුව 6 බිංදුව. මේ තියෙන්නේ බිංදුවෙනි බලය. මේ බිංදුවෙනි බලය ගත්තම ඕනම සංඛ්‍යාවක බිංදුවෙනි බලය කියන්නේ 1යි කියන එක මතක තියාගන්න. Remember that. Any uh, any number zeroth power is going to be 1. Okay, now using that concepts, now we are going to evaluate these values. So the ටික දිහා බලාගෙන අපිට පුළුවන් මේක evaluate කරන්න. How do we evaluate? Now first thing is, now tell me, this is how the number is created. Now what is this? 10 to the power 0. What is the value now? What is the value of this? You can tell me now.
1.
1. Very good. 1. So you have to multiply it by 1 plus 10 to the power 1. What is the value?
10.
10. 10 into 3. 10 to the power 2.
100.
100. Good. Into 2. So now we have expanded the values and we have just derived the value. So calculated it to some extent. So now what we should do is, now we can see 100 into 2 is going to be 200. 10 into 3 is going to be 30 plus it is going to be 1 here. So altogether it will be 231. The value that we have taken. You can see how it is created. Okay. Take this down now. So this is your ultimate result once we come to convert it. Did you understand it? Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now write it down and we will do two more exercises on how to convert it. And two more numbers.
Done, sir.
Done. I need others to
Done, sir.
Pranidhi, I hope you have also done it. Now we will go for another number. So you have to do this by yourself. I will do smaller increment on this. I mean, I will do a smaller advancement. පුරි වෙනසක් කරලා දෙන්න දැන්. ඒ කරපු එක දැන් ගන්නවා. බලමු මෙහෙම. Now expand this as I demonstrated. It's 6,928 is the number. You are required to do this now. 6,928.
Done, sir.
Others? So you have to check what they
Done,
want
sir.
done. And Diendra is the one who should
Done, sir.
done. Can I have a look at your books since just to find out how you have done it? I would like us to show Pranidhi. Are you forming?
Okay, sir.
Right. If you can show the book to me, so we can have a look at it. And also Diendra.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Can you wait a second?
Okay. Just give me one moment just to right. I think yeah, you have done a perfect job. Right. Good, Amindi. Very good. And okay. Diendra can do it.
Sir, can you give me a second?
Okay, okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
for the like the question that the assessment that you gave us now, sir. I didn't quite understand how to do it properly.
Okay, okay. Then I will again do this so you can observe, right? It's fine. So have a look at this again. So this is a larger number, which we have to find out how this number is created with the components of the decimal number system. So earlier, if you observe the previous number 231, it is created using the different place values multiplied by their actual numbers which resides on the same location. Right? එතකොට දැන් මේකේදී අර කලින් එකේ ගත්තොත් එහෙම 231 කියන value එක ඇදලා තියෙන්නේ ඒ ස්ථානීය අගයන් වැඩි කරලා ඊට අදාළ value එකකින්. දැන් මේකත් එහෙමත් බලන්න ඕනේ. So you have to multiply the placeholder value with the value that is on this position. Okay, now observe again. Again, you have to do this with me. Pay your attention very carefully. You can see 6,928. This is the number 8. What is the place value here? Now tell me. Place value is 10 to the power
0.
0. Good. And we have take this and also multiply this by 8 to get the particular value of the position. Then this one 10 to the power
1.
1 multiplied by 2 plus with this. So I add all this. Then we have to take this 10 to the power
2.
2 multiplied by 9. And also last one 10 to the power
3.
3 multiplied by 6. So starting from here, 10 to the power 0 is going to be 1. We have to multiply it by 8 plus 10 to the power 1 is going to be 10 multiplied by 2. 10 to the power 2 is going to be 100 multiplied by 9. 10 to the power 3 is going to be 1000 multiplied by 6. Right? That's all these values of the inside. Okay. Now, up to this point, did you understand? Deandra?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now it is a matter of just doing this simplification afterwards. So this is going to be 6,000 plus 900 plus 20 plus 8. So 20 plus 8 is going to be 28. 28 plus 900 is going to be 928. 928 plus 6,000 will be 6,928. The same value. Write this down now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Then I will give another one since just to get used to the technique of doing it.
Done, sir.
Right. If you understood it, we'll not take another one to do. Like we want more another one to do. If you understood this, is it clear now for all three of you?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I hope she has done it, and I hope that it is clear for you. So I will give you a small homework to do. So do the expansion for this, otherwise it will take a lot of time for you to do it again. So do the expansion for this number 9,000. Do this as your homework, right? Keep some space for doing this right below this. මේකට යටි පොඩි ඉඩක් තියාගන්න මේක කරලා උත්තරේ ලියන්න. So that was how we expand the decimal numbers. So next topic is going to be discussing about binary. Any questions on this? You can ask now. If there's any question, you can ask. If not, we will proceed to the next topic. So silence means there is no any question. So I'm going to do the next one. Now we come to the next topic. Write down binary. Binary number system. The binary number system. Write down as a paragraph, write down, or as a one sentence, write down. The binary number system. The binary number system uses the binary number system uses two different symbols. The binary number system uses two different symbols. Two different symbols. Full stop. They are
Sir, can you tell it again?
okay. The binary number system uses the binary number system uses two different symbols. The binary number system uses two different symbols. Full stop. They are.
Sir, is this a new sentence? The same sentence.
Sorry.
Is this a new sentence you're telling?
No,
Sir?
on the same line we'll write it down. They are. Yes, they are 0 and 1. Like 0 and 1. They are 0 and 1. they are 0 and 1. Then in the next line, write down binary symbols. Binary symbols. Symbol means SYMBOLS. Binary symbols. Zero or one. 0 or 1 are called bits. Are called bits. Underline this. Are called bits. BITS. So this bit is made of like this. Bit is made of the word binary digit. So this letter B and are combined together, so it forms BIT, bit, binary digit. So what is it? Okay, take this down as well. This one.
Done, sir.
Right.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Done. So I will proceed to this next part of the. Now we have to find out about the decimal numbers. How do we write them? So bit is actually the smallest data item that is stored within a computer. So we will not discuss about that right now, but we have discussed about writing the decimal numbers and how they are made of. Decimal numbers we write like this. The symbols of the decimal numbers are going to be ones and zeros. So decimal number can be wrote like 101 like this. So these are certain, right? We can't say decimal if you don't put it like this. This is now decimal number. What if you put 10 here? That is a decimal, sorry. This is a binary number, right? So if you put 2 here, it is a binary number. If you put 10 here, it is going to be decimal number. දැන් මෙතන මේක ලියලා දැන් මේක දැක්කට පස්සේ හිතනවා මේ දැන් අපි decimal numbers ලියනකොට ඒකේ තියෙන මේ symbols 1.0යි පාවිච්චි කරලා විතරයි ලියන්නේ. හැබැයි මේක අපිට කෙනෙක්ට ලියන්න පුළුවන් මේක ලියලා මෙහෙම දාන්න පුළුවන් 2 කියලා. තව කෙනෙක්ට පුළුවන් මේක 8 කියලා දාන්න. So this is a decimal binary number. This is a decimal number. But using the same symbols, I explained you why you have to use bases to represent that. So if you show the base, then your particular confusion will be gone. ඒ කියන්නේ පටලැවිලි නැති වෙනවා මෙහෙම base එක දැම්මොත්. Now if you take this one and this one, are they having the same magnitude? මේ දෙකේ විශාලත්ව ගත්තට පස්සේ දෙකම එකක්ද දෙකක්ද? අන්න ඒක දැන් චුට්ටක් කල්පනා කරන්න. You have to think that, right? That is a certain thing that you have to think. ඒක හිතන්න ඕනේ ප්‍රශ්නයක්. How do you think something like that? Then may they got some. Now if you take this one and this one, now if I write something like this, okay, let's forget about that, but I will not make it more complex. Now this is 101 to the base 2, this is 101 to the base 10. මේ කියන දශමයේ සංඛ්‍යාවේ 10 පාදයේ 101 කියන එක මේ තියෙන්නේ 1.1 මොකේද දෙකේ පාද. මම අහන්නේ දැන් I'm asking, are they having the same magnitude? ඒ කියන්නේ එකම size එකද මේ දෙක විශාලත්වයකද? How can you compare?
No, so they're not different types.
No, right. Not the same. මේක නෙවෙයිනේ. They are not having the same magnitude. So that's a very good answer because you know that it is not having the same magnitude. You know that concept, right? They are having two magnitude. විශාලත දෙකක් තියෙනවා. So how can you compare these two? Compare කරන්නේ කොහොමද? To compare them, we have to convert one number to other numbers base. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මේ දෙක සංසන්දනය කරන්න compare කරන්න නම් එක number එකක් අනිත් number එකේ base එකට හරවන්න. So there's a way to convert the one number from its base 2 to base 10. Then we can see whether they are actually. So it's like this. Let's say. So I will take the same example I explained for the single medium class as well. So what is the unit that we use to measure weight? බරමනින්න මොකක්ද පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ? බර ස්කන්ධය කියලා අපි කියනවා. I will not use that.
Kilogram and gram.
Yeah, grams and kilograms. We use grams and kilograms. Have you heard of another unit to measure the weight other than this? Have you heard of pounds? Pounds are still used in United States to measure. So grams and kilograms are used in European countries, right? European communities. Pounds are used in United States. Then මේ pounds කියන මේ ඒකකය බරමනින ඒකකය මේක පාවිච්චි කරනවා US වල තමයි. මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ European countries වල සහ ලංකාවේ පාවිච්චි කරනවා. We hardly use pounds. Two different measurements of weight. If you take 100 pounds, so pounds we may use LBS. You may have seen this somewhere, right? And 100 kilograms. Can you compare these two while it is having the same unit, two different units? Then පුළුවන් ද මේ දෙක compare කරන්න. මෙතන 100 kilogram, මෙතන තාත්තා එහෙම නැත්නම් pound 100ක් තියෙනවා. Can you compare this with this when they are having two units? Cannot.
No.
No. So what you should do? If you want to compare these two values, both are 100. Now like this, here 101 is to the base 2, 101 to the, so 101 to the base 2, 101 or 101 to the base 10. No way to compare. So I told you, you have to convert this to one to the other base to compare. මේ 10 දෙකේ පාදයක 10 පාදයට හරවන්න ඕනේ compare කරන්න. So what we should do here?
You have to make them the same units.
Yeah, very good. You have to convert or just have, or either you have to do like this. So you have to either convert this 100 kilos to 100 pounds, or sorry, this 100 kilos to pounds, or you have to convert this 100 pounds to kilos. Then you can have some idea whether what is larger or what is smaller, right? To do this conversion, we have to understand this concept of 1 kilogram is going to be 2.2 pounds. Or 1 pound is going to be 1 pound is going to be 0.05 kilograms. This is a certain fact that we should know. Without that, we can't convert. So let's say now we want to convert this into pounds. If you convert this into pounds, 1 kilo is going to be this, 100 kilo is going to be what we have to do. We have to multiply it by 2.2. Then we will get 220. So that means 100 kilos means that is going to be 220 pounds. Now check this one. You have to understand this. You have to look at it and understand. That is your. So this was these certain things you have to think and understand. Rather than me explain. So I will explain it again once you go through it. 1 kilo is going to be 2.2 pounds. 1 pound is going to be 0.05 kilograms. So let's check it out for sure. So sometimes I also can't remember this conversion. So I will show you sharing my screen. I hope you can see 1 pound is going to be 0.45. 0.45 kilograms. 1 pound is 0.45 kilograms. Then 1 kilogram is going to be, let's check it out. So this is pound to kg, kg to pound. 1 kilogram is going to be 2.2 pounds. So that's why I multiply it by this. Then, if you want to convert this into kilograms, you have to divide this by what? Yes, 0.45. So you will get some value here. That is how we do it. So you have to just get it to 1 unit. That's the concept. අපි එක යුනිට් එකට හරව ගන්නවා. ඒකෝ තමයි අපිට මේක දැන් පේනවා කිලෝ 100 කියන්නේ මොනවද? දැන් අපිට පුළුවන් මේ 100 කියලා කියන්නේ මේ මෙතන 100 කියලා කියන්නේ මෙතෙන්ට වඩා ලොකු ගාණක් වැඩි කියන එක අපිට තේරෙනවා. understand. මේකත් එහෙමයි. මේ 100 කට මේ මෙතෙන්ට මේ 100ට වඩා ගොඩක් අඩු ගාණක් කියලා අපිට තේරෙනවා. Can understand. Okay. Sorry, this is we have to multiply it right here. If you multiply it, so here we will not consider this one. We'll have only this fact. So what we should do is we have to divide this by 2.2. If you divide by 2.2, you will get the amount of pounds over here. So මෙතන 2.2කින් වැඩි කරනවා මේ ටික 2.2කින් බෙදනවා. If you divide it, you will get So let's divide and see. 100 divide by, so we'll get 45.45 pounds. That's what we get. So let it be there. So now here what we should do is we have to take this value and convert it to something that we usually know, because if you convert this here, then still you can compare it, but the best way to do is you have to convert this into 10 to the power. Also, you have to convert it into decimal number and then compare. So අපි දෙකේ පාර දෙකක් value එක නිකන් සාපේක්ෂව කියන්නේ බලන්න compare කරලා බලන්න සංසන්දනය කරලා බලන්න නම් හොඳම දේ තමයි දෙකේ පාර දෙක 10 පාර දෙක හරවලා ඊට පස්සේ 10 පාදේ ඉන්නේ දෙකේ පාර දෙක කීයද 10 පාර දෙක හරවට පස්සේ කීයද කියලා බලුවොත් අපිට ඒකේ විශාලත්වය ගැන හිතා ගන්න පුළුවන්. මේකක් තියෙනවා. Do you understand this concept? Diendra and Amit? Okay. Diendra?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope it is very clear for you. Now, first, we will write down a smaller note. Write down. To find the value of a binary number comparing to a decimal number we have to convert the binary number we have to convert the binary number to a decimal number. We have to convert the binary number to a decimal number.
Sir, can you repeat the sentence?
Yeah. I think I have to again. Amindi, did you completely write it down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell until the compare into part? මෙතෙන්ට ගන්න චුට්ටක් කියන්න බෑ. මොකද මම ඒක හරි හද කිව්ව එකයි. So I can can't remember up to compare into කියන එක වෙනකන් කියන්න.
Comparing to a decimal number.
Compared to decimal number. So the end write it like this. So I think now since I am just telling it real time, I'm not looking at a certain note and telling. So since I told it by thinking, so I can't create the exact sentence again. ඒකම මට කියන්න බෑ. So therefore I will tell it again. So just try to observe my sentence and just try to write down, right? So I was telling, Dear, up to what point did you write? So I can compose it.
So I wrote to find the value of the binary numbers comparing to a decimal number.
Compare to decimal number. Okay, write down after that. Comparing to decimal number. We have to convert we have to convert the decimal number. So we have to convert the binary number. We have to convert the binary number
The binary number
to a decimal number.
decimal. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so here what we should do is now if it is binary, we should convert it to decimal. That is what we are going to study as our next lesson. Okay, write down afterwards similar example. Write down the topic as uh, write down at the end, started from the left hand side from the ruler. Similar example. Similar example. Take this down. So I will give a small note from that.
I can't see the board properly.
Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay.
done, sir.
Right. Others. I think Diendra is the one who told it is finished. Amin is still writing, okay? Are you writing?
Yes, sir.
Finished? I couldn't hear you. Once you finish, let me know. Right. I hope you have enough time to finish these two now.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Write down under this. May රටේ ලියාගන්න. Write down under this. If we compare the weight of 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 a certain item, if we compare the weight of a certain item, which is given in, if we compare the weight of weight, right? If we compare the weight of a certain item which is given in which is given in pounds, which is given in pounds, we have to convert it to kilograms. So looking at this picture, you can understand. We have to convert it to kilograms. We have to convert it to kilograms. Now write down the next topic. Expanding binary numbers. Expanding binary numbers. Expanding binary numbers. Expanding binary numbers. So we'll do this and stop, right? Because I want to cover this up today itself. Make Are you tired? Or can we go for that? Amindi, Diendra? Enough for today, or shall we do this? අමාරුද අද වෙද්දි? දැන් අමාරුද නැත්නම් මේකත් කරමුද?
Sir, we can do the expandatory.
Okay.
Expand.
Today, right? Now.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Right. So now we have this number 101 2 to the power base 2, right? That is a base 2 number. So if you write it like this, that is a base 10 number. If you expand this, this is how we expand it. If it is base 10, this is 10 to the power 0 into 1 plus 10 to the power 2, 1 into 0 plus 10 to the power 2 into 1. So it's going to be 1 into 1 plus 0 plus 100 into 1. So altogether it's going to be 100 plus 0 plus 1, it is going to be 101. That is, if this is a decimal number. That you know now. You know how to do that. Now this is a binary number. If it is a decimal number, this portion is having decimal 0 power or 10 to the power 0. If it is decimal mean 10 decimal. So if its base is going to be incremented with its power 1 by 1. ඒ කියන්නේ මේකේ මේ 10 පාදේ නම් ඒ පාදේ තමයි මෙතන තියෙන්නේ මුලින්ම. පාදේ බිඳුවෙන් බලය. පාදේ පළවෙනි බලය. 10 පාදේ දෙවෙනි බලය. එහෙම. If you understood that pattern, what is going to be here? What is the placeholder here? If it is 10 in decimal, if it is binary, what is going to be here as 10 to the power 0? Yes. මෙතන 10 දී. Yes. 10. What is it? You can think. හිතලා බලන්න. This is 10 to the power 0. Then, if it is decimal, binary mean now it is 10 here. Binary mean 2 power 2 is going to be having base 2. If it is having base 10, if it is 10 to the power 0, if it is having base 2, what is it?
10 to the 10.
2 to the power 0 multiplied by 1. Now you can tell. Now you can do this by yourself. This is 2 to the power what?
2 to the power 0.
2 to the power? Yes.
0.
This is 0.
2 to the power 1.
1, very good. Into 0 plus. Then this one?
2 to the power 2.
2 to the power 2 into 1. Now we have to do some what? Simplification. So I told you 10 to the power 0 is going to be 1. 2 to the power 0 is also 1. Any numbers power to the 0 is going to be 1. So this one is going to be what? What is this? It's going to be
1.
1 into 1 plus 2 into 0 plus 2 to the power 2 is what?
2 into 2.
Yes, 2 into 2 means 4. Right? We write 4 straight away. So it's going to be 4 plus 0 plus 1. And altogether it's going to be 5. And it is base 10. Now, even though we write 101 here, it is having a very lesser value when compared to when you convert it to 10. So now 101 to the power 10 and 101 to the power 2 is now comparable when you convert it to this. So this is going to be very small when compared to this. Otherwise, we can't compare these two directly. Now we can compare because this is to the power 10. This is also to the power 10. So this is going to be a very small number when compared to the 10 to the power 101. So you can write this down. So we'll do more exercises next day on this and proceed.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Right. Okay, so we can stop the lesson for today, and you can go through this whatever I did today. If you don't understand anything, please raise that next day. So මේ මොනවාරි තේරුම් නැති දෙයක් තියෙනවා නම් ඊළඟ දවසේ පටන් ගන්න කලින් අහන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේම මම තව එකක් දෙන්නම්. This is your homework. Convert this number one one zero one one zero. Convert this into a decimal number. This is your homework, right? Your homework is. So do this at home and come next day with this. Okay, then good night to all of you and have a nice week. Right. Thank you very much for joining, and we will meet again next Monday.
Thank you, sir.